Welcome back to NSRA TV. Today we'll be looking at Jim McPherson's 34 Ford Pheaton that we shot at the 2017 Street Rod Nationals. There's a lot to love in this drop top, but I think looking at it right now you'll agree its stunning looks are a great start. Jim teamed up with his friend and machinist extraordinaire Bill Aiken. The two started with the stock chassis, which they partially boxed, and then they dropped in an I-beam on split stock wishbones with 56 Ford F1 steering and a mono-leaf spring. The rear suspension is a Hollow-brand quick change sitting on parallel leaf springs. The brakes are 50 Lincolns with Buick drums up front and complete 57 Chevy drums in the back. Jim slipped in a 400 cubic inch small block Chevy power plant, and he topped it all with something that takes it way beyond boring Chevy. The heads are, as the valve cover states, aluminum heads from a company called Barnes. The Barnes heads were made for sprint car racing and feature completely different valve angles and porting. And they do make the old Chevy look as unique as possible. A gorgeous quartet of dual 48 IDA Webers add to the bad to the bone quotient. The unrestored Pheaton was imported back from Argentina and was in great shape, so they started by getting everything to fit up nicely. Next, they chopped the windscreen 2 inches and trimmed the top bows to match the chopped stanchions. A pair of 50 Pontiac taillights were installed and the license plate was recessed. They straightened everything out and Jim laid down the very black PPG paint. The body is finished off with Super B headlights, 40 Ford convertible mirrors, and SoCal 2 bumpers. The final touch is the vintage knockoff Hallibrand Indy wheels in Dow 70 coating that are mounted reversed. In other words, you're looking at what should be the back side of the wheel, and they're held in place with custom knockoffs by Mr. Aiken. The stock dash was filled with an engine-turned stainless gauge panel from Hainline, complemented with Stuart Warner gauges and a matching glove box door. A Hurst shifter is hooked to a Munchie 4-speed. The parking brake retains its stock location, but it now has a groovy J.C. Whitney-styled aftermarket handle. And a chrome tube steering column with a 4-spoke wheel was slipped in place. The original seats were delivered to Alton Odom Custom Interiors in Nashville, Tennessee. They covered everything inside with a tan leather, and they did the top in a nice black Hearts cloth. One of the interesting things on our data and release form for car features is the question, why did you build this car? We've gotten a wide range of answers, but Jim's is one of our favorite. Jim simply replied, I've built cars all my life. We love that answer. At some point, the why isn't important. Building, driving, and playing with street rods is just what we do for fun. They don't take away the bad times, but they give us a great escape. So we say, why worry? Let's all take a lead from Jim and do what we love without thinking about it too much. We'll see you all out in the road. Have a great summer and spring.